Hi, I'm Ken Bowder, the No Nonsense Coach, and welcome to another Mindful Monday. Today I want to talk about being mindful of the 5 choices you have to dealing with conflict or problems in your work and personal life. The first one is you can remain a victim to the problem or challenge where you feel out of control, anger, powerless, even depressed. Basically, you're choosing to suffer. And many people are victims because they do not know another way to handle the situation when something goes wrong. Imagine your spouse or family member treating you in a way that is unacceptable to you. In this choice, they would continue to raise their voice and you would just continue to suffer through it, remaining a victim to it. Ask yourself, how comfortable does that feel for you? What happens to your energy levels? What is it costing you to remain a victim? And how is choosing this method really helping you? The next one is you can avoid the conflict or challenge. If you don't like to sit near the entrance of a restaurant, you don't have to complain about it. No one likes complainers. Just don't sit there. Ask to be moved and avoid the problem. You can also be mindful and avoid conflict at home as well by choosing not to get involved with the situation. Instead of diving right into trying to fix what you think is a problem, sometimes no action is the best action, leaving the problem alone and walking away. Think about how often you find yourself engaged in different arguments trying to be right or prove someone wrong. How would it feel to simply not engage and not need to fix every problem? The next one is you can change the situation. This means doing what you can do to get involved, to bring it or move it closer to a resolution. When I'm faced with making choices, I like to look at the portion of the Serenity Prayer which states, the courage to change the things I can. It's based on what we can change is the key point, not what we think we can. So for example, if you are stuck in traffic on the way to work and did not want to wait, you can make a mindful choice and go a different route. You can't change the traffic, but you can change the way you travel. So how in making a choice you can resolve a problem you might be having right now at work or at home? The fourth choice you have is you can change your perspective of what is going on. Simply looking at the situation differently changes your experience of it. There are many tools I use to help my clients through this process, like predicting what people may say, becoming more curious about what is really going on, not what we think is going on. Also, visualizing yourself and others in a different location that is enjoyable to you, like on the beach or on a boat when you're having some debate or struggle. And one of my favorites is simply asking yourself, how do I want to feel right now? And what thoughts can I have and choose to have about the situation that would give me that feeling? By changing your perspective, you're creating a new experience from which you can shift your energy and release the problem you're having. So how might altering your perspective of a problem or challenge you're facing today help you? The last one is accept it. Accept the situation is like saying to yourself, so what? In the bigger scheme in life, does this problem really and truly matter? How often have you found yourself struggling with a problem and then a month or a week or even later in a day forget the problem existed? Now, what is needed to accept it is to practice not judging the situation or experience and letting go of whether this or that is good or bad or right or wrong. Think about how many things you've worried about in the past that were simply not worth it or did not even affect you in the long run. How often do you blow things out of proportion when you can simply say, so what? Where right now might you be worried, stressing, or frustrated where it would serve you better to just accept the situation and move on? So no matter which method you choose, the goal is to be mindful that you have these 5 choices so you can decide how you want to move on and be a better, happier, more fulfilled version of you at that moment. And that's really something to be mindful about. I'm Ken Bowder, No Nonsense Coach, and as always, got any comments? Let's hear it down below. Thanks.